Hey, just wanted to get a mic check. Can you guys hear me?
Used to be the football coach at Miles. Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals presented by Cameron Hyundai Hoover as the Corner Yellow Jackets host the Jacksonville Golden Eagles in a 5A interregional matchup. Hello, everybody. I'm James Verrett along with R.J. Burns and R.J. Both of these teams are in a non-region matchup tonight. But do you think they need to take a little step back and try to give their players a little break tonight?
No, you never should take advantage of a game. I think both teams need to come out tonight and play their very best football and don't settle for less, but play the very best football that you can tonight and don't take advantage of nothing.
As we take a look at our Cameron Hyundai Hoover keys to the game for Jacksonville, they had a big win this past week. How do they keep it going?
It's important for Jacksonville to continue to play fast, and they also want to have aggression and pressure on the defensive lineman. But for corner, you want to get set fast on defense, and you also want to contain the quarterback and running back on the outside.
Football will rattle the falling leaves up here atop York Mountain where Jefferson, Walker, and Blount counties intersect in Alabama. It's corner taking on Jacksonville. It's homecoming 2025 for the Yellow Jackets. Stay tuned. Kickoff coming up next.
We're down here.
We're in commercial right now.
This is your mustard seed preschool first quarter.
And it's time now for our Shops of Grand River coin toss. Remember, you can save even more at Birmingham's only outlet center. And it was Jacksonville who won the toss, and they elected to defer. So they'll be kicking it off to the homecoming host, the Yellow Jackets of Corner. And that's brought to you by Shops of Grand River. Let's go down to the third member of our broadcast, Austin Pratt. Austin?
Yeah, guys, I spoke with both coaches before the game here about what we're going to see on the field tonight. Now, Coach Campbell with corner says that his guys are ready. They're fired up for this game. I was just standing outside of the locker room earlier. I could hear the music and them yelling. And then Coach Sullivan for Jacksonville saying his guys, they're feeling good. His players good, coach is good, everything good from Jacksonville. Now, when it comes to corner, they're hoping that the hour and 40 or so minute drive here may have some impact on the game, but I guess we'll see if that's the case. Guys?
All right, thank you so very much, Austin. And, yeah, that drive coming up here to atop York Mountain. I didn't even know that there was a York Mountain, but now I know. I've been educated. York Mountain, and you see back deep C.J. Brown. And, yeah, he has that neck roll on. Kicking it off is John Jakar, and this is time now for our Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff, and we're underway. Yellow Jackets trying to make some moves, and they do make a real good move right there and get it out to the 30-yard line, and that's a good return. And now it's time for Keaton Coffey. Spencer Unruh was the return man, and now Keaton Coffey will be handling the signals for the corner Yellow Jackets. And this junior is 45 of 79, about a 57% completion rate, 5 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. Trying to string it out, breaks one tackle is C.J. Brown, and Brown bowls over one defender, gets enough for a first down, and they'll move the chains.
Way to start that drive on the good play action, hit him right there on the flats, and was able to get some great yards, and that's what you want to see in a good opening drive right there. Fake the handoff right there, looking downfield, very patient. Almost got tackled right there, but he was able to get some more yards on that first drive.
When is the last time you saw a guy with a neck roll catch a ball out of the backfield?
I know, right?
Old school. I love it. 1st and 10 now. Trying to keep it on the ground is Spencer Unruh. And Spencer is going close to another first down. He gets into territory of Jacksonville. Let's take a look at our People's Bank of Alabama starting lineup. And for corner, they do have an explosive offense.
Yeah, they're led by number 10, Keaton Coffey. You have number 1, Deacon Dyer, wide receiver, 8, Tyson Hill. And they also have explosive right guard, 56, Dawson Cox, and 52, Noah Dawkins as right tackle.
We'll get to that Jacksonville defense coming up soon. 2nd down and short now for the Yellow Jackets. Keeping it on the ground. Oh, quick one out to C.J. Brown, and here he comes. A full head of steam. He gets another first down inside the 40. And, you know, that's sort of intimidating when you see that guy in that neck roll. You're like, well, he's ready to deliver a blow.
He's ready to bring the thump right here. I mean, he's doing a very good job running downhill, being very physical. And like you said, man, when you see that neck roll, I'm like, better get this joke away. He's going to run you over.
Yeah,
he's definitely physical right now, running everybody over.
Came in with 5 receptions, and that'll make about 7 so far. Another Salvatore's first down, and now keeping it is Coffey. Keaton Coffey is bringing a little caffeine to the offense, a little pep in his step, as he gets another first down, another Salvatore's first down. Let's take a look at the defensive starters for the Golden Eagles of Jacksonville.
Led by Carson Jenkins. He's a corner. You have number 2, B. Lauderdale as a safety. Also have 6, Jaden Jones, a linebacker. 22, Quentin Akins. And you also have big guy 75, Landon Goodwine at nose guard.
And that nose guard is just an 8th grader. Yes, that big guy right there.
Guy.
He's in 8th grade, and last week he had about 3 or 4 sacks.
Woo.
So they want to look out for him. Ball at the 24. Keeping it on the ground is Keaton, and Keaton again, Mr. Coffey stretches it out and adds a little pep in the step for the Yellow Jackets, close to another first down.
One thing about Keaton, he's very patient, and look like he wasn't scared to run downhill and lower that helmet, so look like he's going to be a quarterback tonight that is not afraid to do anything.
Second down and about 4 to go. Option, and the ball is batted away, and it goes, wow, if they catch it before it goes out of bounds, they did. Great job by the defense, and that looks like Trenton Jackson is the one who gets the loose ball, and it'll be Golden Eagle football, and I know Coffey wants to have that one back on the option play. Let's take a look and see who batted that one off. Oh, wow, great job.
Ooh, we're good.
And that was Jack Dingler who batted the ball away. He plays that defensive end spot, and he was able to get the penetration.
Yeah, that was a very good save. He was able to get the ball before it went out of bounds. So very good effort, very good hustle. But they were having a good drive right there, and you don't want to have that in the good drive that they had going.
Kamari Harmon is the quarterback now for the Golden Eagles. He fumbles it, but able to recover it, throws it long, has a receiver, and it's incomplete, intended for Kelvin Hewley. But it looks like it will be a pass interference. Covering him was Max Thomas, and let's see what the official call will be.
interference, defense, results in a first down.
And luckily for high school, it's only 15 yards, not the spot of the play.
Yeah.
And let's take a look at ththose offensive starters brought to you by People's Bank of Alabama for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, number 11, Malik Coleman, wide receiver. Number 4, Quill McNeil. They're led by quarterback Kamari Harmon.
And they're going to keep it on the ground, and they give it to Jaden Jones, who's able to get 1, possibly 2 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Jamin Jones was stopped right there, right almost at the line of scrimmage. Defense did a good job of knowing where the ball was at, getting off blocks, and making a good tackle right there.
2nd down and 8. This drive starts after a fumble by corner that gave very good field position for the Yellow Jackets. They're going to send Hewley in motion. And now another run, this time by McNeil, and say hello to Quay McNeil. He's able to get about 3 or 4. Let's take a look at the defense for the Yellow Jackets of corner.
Yeah, 81, Will Cochran plays defensive end. You have number 2, Axel Dollar, linebacker. Number 11, C.J. Brown, right there in the linebacker spot. Number 20, Jacob Bell. You also have 0, Braxton May at cornerback.
Third down and 4. Golden Eagles trying to take advantage of the turnover. Going in motion is Jack Cato. And now we've got, looks like somebody moved a little bit too much. And that'll push them back 5.
Got to be smart on the third down plays. They call those money down plays. So have to be smart. You're on the offense side of the ball. You know the snap count. You can't afford to have those penalties early in the game.
Trying to get the personnel correct are the Golden Eagles of Jacksonville High. All right, now Harmon has it. Less than 10 seconds on the play clock. Got to get it off on 3rd and 10. Harmon gets a bubble screen out to McNeil. McNeil has a full head of steam, spins, and is brought down right at about the 40-yard line, close to the first down marker. And that shows the versatility of Mr. McNeil.
Yeah, he get very versatile right here. Was very patient, threw the ball in the bubble screen. Was able to get a few yards, didn't get all the yards maybe he wanted, but you be patient all night. Maybe you can get more yards on that.
So now they're going to go for it on 4th and 1. Trying to hurry up quickly. They still got plenty of time on the play clock. Oh, he fumbles the ball, Quay McNeil, and he's going to go down. And he's going to go down for a loss, and they turn it over on downs. And the defense steps up big. Great job. And when we come back, we'll see if the offense for corner can take advantage of it. But Jacksonville had their opportunities, but they fell apart at the end. Stay tuned. And I think that is a quarter moon. As you can see, a great job by our production staff. I mean, you can see all the craters in it.
Yeah.
That's a great
Very
shot.
great shot.
So now after the 4th and 1 that went awry for Jacksonville, it is corner football in good field position at their own 46-yard line. And looks like we got a little movement, and that'll push them back. They were trying to get Wright Coffer to go in motion, but somebody else jumped.
Yeah, it looked like the offensive guard jumped on the motion.
And you see the head coach, Trent Campbell, patiently optimistic about his team. All right, now 1st and 15 now for the Yellow Jackets here at Homecoming 2025. Going to keep it on the ground and run it a little bit. Here comes Spencer Unruh. And Spencer is able to get some positive yards, get all the negative yards back, plus some.
One thing about Spencer Unruh, he's a guy who will run the ball, but he not only run the ball, but he's a physical run downhill. And that's a guy you want to keep your eyes on all night because he is a dynamic, explosive playmaker.
Able to get about 7 yards on that one. Brings up 2nd and 9 after the penalty and the positive yards by Unruh. Spencer again. This time he's met immediately. And say hello to Shannon Noel, one of the leading tacklers for the Golden Eagles.
Shannon was all over that right there. Met him in the hole. Boom, he said, thought you were going to go up the middle, but I'll meet you right here in the hole. And that's exactly what he did, James. Met him right there in the hole.
And Shannon Noel, that's what he likes to do. He leads the team with 55 tackles so far this season. When I saw him on film, he likes collision.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Wright goes in motion to the far side. Going to throw it. Reception made. Good catch there by Tyson Hill. And this is somebody that folks are starting to take a look at as far as taking it to the next level. He is a very athletic tight end.
Yeah, it was very patient right here. The quarterback is being patient, looking downhill, hit him right there in the middle. And, I mean, like you said, he's very athletic. And one thing about him, he's very patient. And once he gets the ball, he's a great playmaker. He knows what to do with the football as well.
They can put him in multiple areas on the field, and he likes to make plays. So now 1st and 10 in Golden Eagle territory. Going to try to run it, and no, this time he's brought down, and the first sack of the day goes to Jacksonville. Great job by Jack Dingler.
Jack Dingler was all over that look, and he strikes, he says, gets off the offensive guy and made the tackle. He sat right there. What a great tackle right there, and a great foreign tackle on the quarterback.
Dingler's already made a couple of plays. The deflection that caused the fumble, and now the first sack of the night.
Yeah, I think he's one of the guys that on the defensive line you need to pay attention to all night because he can make plays when you have to make them.
So now it's 2nd down and 13. Trying for the option now. Here comes Coffee. He breaks the line of scrimmage and gets down to about the 40-yard line. There was some yellow laundry out there. Let's see what the flag is. Here we go. Move them back a little bit. It seems as though the offensive line is jumping just a hair too fast.
Yeah, they're jumping a little too fast. Maybe it's the snap count, or maybe I don't know what it is. But it's like on offense, you know the snap count, so there's no point of jumping too fast. You just have to be disciplined and know when to go.
So now it's back at 2nd down and long. Keaton Coffee trying to get all of the instructions before he makes the call on the play. 3 wide receivers down on the far side. They're going to hand it off, trying to get some positive yards, but no, not having it. And Jeremiah Hawkins was the ball hawk on that one, and he gets the tackle for a loss.
Jeremiah Hawkins, that's a guy, that's a good defensive line you want to see. He can take up 2 gaps. They wanted to run the outside zone, inside zone, but Jeremiah Hawkins met him right there in the hole. And one thing I like about him, he continued to run his feet and eventually got him down to the ground. What a great tackle by Jeremiah Hawkins.
So now it's 3rd and over the hill. Since we are up on York Mountain, I would say down on the corner, but we're out
on
the
hill, mountain.
So, yeah, over the hill. They need to get 20 yards for the first. Coffee throws it long, has a receiver, and overthrows him. Deacon Dyer was the intended receiver, but Carson Jenkins was right there and saying, no way, let's take another look.
Slightly overthrown. I mean, it would have been a great catch, but he just slightly overthrown right there. I mean, I feel like if he was able to jump that route, he would have made a catch, but next time, just live for the next possession.
So now punting situation. Bradley Turner handles all the punts, and back deep for Jacksonville. Bryce Allen is back deep. High punt. It's going to take a Yellow Jacket bounce, of course, because it's homecoming. Inside the 10 and stop right at the 5. We come back. We'll see if Jacksonville can drive. They're deep in their own territory. No score here on Friday Night Rivals. Stay tuned. Homecoming 2025 here in the community of Corner. Let's take a look at Smile Cam. Children's of Alabama Smile Cam. Remember, Children's of Alabama, all for your one. Now, see, there's the baby. He like, wait a minute, I want to eat. Okay, Smile Cam. And Kelvin Hewley on the carry. Making that tackle is C.J. Brown. He's one of the leading tacklers on the team. 51 tackles, 8 tackles for a loss, 3 sacks.
Very active on that defense.
Yes.
He's young man who's going to get his.
So now 2nd down and 6, deep in their own territory. The Golden Eagles find themselves. Going to keep it on the ground, gives it to Jones. Jones eludes one defender, but can't elude the second one and is brought down. Good tackle there by Rhett Kofer.
It was a very great tackle. It looked like he knew where the ball wanted to go. Wanted to run the outside play, but he read it, was able to contain it right here. Little handoff to the outside. He was able to just great outside containment. That's what you want to see from a great defensive player. He kept him from going up, and they didn't gain many yards from that play as well.
No gain on the play. 3rd down and 6. Four wide receivers now. Check that, 5 wide for the Golden Eagles. Harmon may want to run. Wow, he spins and he couldn't find anybody. Doesn't get rid of the ball. He crosses the line of scrimmage, may have gained 1, but good tackle there by Brown and Coffer.
Yeah, Harmon looked like he wanted to go downfield. He looked like he wanted to throw it to somebody, but he just couldn't decide what he wanted to do. Tried to do a spin move right here, got out of that, but wasn't able to make a good positive play.
John Ducar to handle the punting. First punt of the night for the Golden Eagles. And it's going to take a Golden Eagle bounce and go out of bounds, but still great field position right near midfield. So now if you're cornered, do you try to open it up a little bit, or do you try to just chip away with the running game?
Well, I think you can chip away with the running game, but I think for corner, you want to try to be explosive, want to open it up, explore all your options. But at the same time, you want to do everything that's working. And right now, the run game has been working well for them. So if I were them, I would keep trying to do that.
And here comes Keaton Coffey. Right near midfield, right on the big Yellow Jacket sign. Here's a beautiful stadium here in corner. Gonna option it out, and they do find their running back in Deacon Dyer. And Dyer is brought down quickly. Carson Jenkins right there to make the tackle.
Very patient right there on the quarterback option. Was able to pitch to his pitch man, but the cornerback was very patient, was able to get off the block he was on, and was able to make a good form tackle. Yes, sir.
Jenkins is a good defensive player. Playing that corner, he defended a pass, and now he's making a good tackle. 2nd down and 8, 2-yard gain on that option play. Dyer in motion. They're going to give it to him again, and here comes Deacon Dyer. And look at Jenkins again, diving from across the field to make a tackle.
Jenkins is very athletic. I mean, 2 plays back-to-back. He literally hawked that play down. You see right here, very patient on the pitch right here. He came from way across the field and literally hawked and dived the man down for that tackle. What a great play by Jenkins. Young man has already been all over the field tonight making some great plays.
Good job, Carson Jenkins. 3rd down and 1. And we come to the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive struggle as both teams have been able to get turnovers, and both teams have been able to move the ball, but nobody has been able to score. Homecoming 2025 here at Corner. Stay tuned. And there are our cheerleaders as we start the second quarter. And it was a 1st down run by Corner to keep the drive alive. And a good carry there by Spencer Unruh. Now ball inside the 40 of Jacksonville. 1st and 10 for another Salvatore's 1st down. Remember, 4 locations. You mentioned Friday Night Rivals. You can get 10% off of your order. Give it to Spencer. And Unruh is able to drag 1, possibly 2, but they stand him up. but not before he was able to get some positive yards.
Yeah, it was a great run by Uproar right here. Very patient, took the handoff. Want to be an outside zone, hit the corner, lowered his head. Like I said earlier, one thing about him, he's going to be physical. He's going to run downhill. And one good thing about him is he runs his feet.
6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4 now. They go with a no huddle, but everybody's looking at the sideline, getting the signals, trying to understand the signals. Here we go, 2nd down and 4. And once again, looks like we had some movement. And that'll push them back 5 to make it 2nd and 9.
This is like the second time they have moved fast on the offense, especially one of the offensive linemen, James.
So 2nd down and 9. Coach Campbell had a great year last year, looking for something similar this season. Wright goes in motion. They're going to keep it on the ground. Give it to Spencer. He has one man to break a tackle, and he drags everybody else with him, and looks like he has enough for the 1st down, and he gets inside the 30 down to the 26, and Spencer is definitely showing that he is a guy that is hard to stop.
Great handoff running downhill in the trap play right there. It was very physical, and he's going to come with it every single play, and right there it took about 3 defenders, because one thing about him, he's going to come with it. Very physical running back.
Another Salvatore's 1st down. Giving it to Spencer. And once again, a host of white shirts as he gets closer to the 20-yard line. And looks like now we are in the Window World red zone. And remember, Window World, enhance your home with Window World of Central Alabama. They redefine durability, performance, and value, setting a new standard in how you live and work in Central Alabama. Window World, simply the best for less. 2nd and 5. Keeping it now is Coffee. Coffee trying to make it to the outside. Good stiff arm, and he does make it there. Finally knocked out of bounds by Quay McNeil.
Coffin on the quarterback keeper. He did a great job of faking the handoff, faked it, kept it, and was able to get a good stiff arm right here as well. Once he stiffed arm, was able to bounce to the outside, and he kept his feet on the ground. So great running, great play by the quarterback, Coffee. Coffee.
You don't drink it, I know. No. It's okay. And it's another Salvatore's 1st down, and they're also still in the Window World red zone. Going to give it to Spencer. Spencer finds a hole, but quickly wrapped up. And number 75, Landon Goodwin, was one of the first people to try to keep those strong legs from moving forward.
Yeah, 75 with a defensive lineman. He's a very good physical defensive lineman. One thing about him, he knows how to take gaps, and he knows his gap responsibility. So that's one thing about Landon Goodwin. He's a very good defensive lineman, and he's only in the 8th grade.
And fans, yes, that is not a typo. Number 75 is just in the 8th grade. 2nd down and 8. Spencer, this time he's brought down again. Short of the goal line, Bryce Allen there to make the tackle.
It's a great job by his coaching staff, because right now Spencer Uproar's in a good rhythm, so they're going to continue to feed him, continue to give him the ball, and that's what you want to do when the player's in the rhythm. You want to continue to give him the ball, let him make plays.
And they can get a 1st down without scoring if they can get it to about the 2-yard line. Clock continues to run. And now they're going to split out Dyer and Wright on the far side. Spencer still the only back in the backfield. They give it to Spencer, and Spencer this time is brought down right at the 2 or 3 yard line. He was literally sitting down on it. And looks like he may be about a half yard short of the first down.
Yeah, he's just going to continue to keep doing his thing. I mean, right now he's really in a great rhythm. He's physical, running downhill, and they just keep feeding the beast, and he's just taking advantage of it.
And I think that this is a act equipment coach call. What do you think they should do? Go for it or kick it?
I think they should go for it. I mean, Upro's doing his thing. He's being
And they took a timeout because they knew it was an act equipment coach call.
right.
Because they knew that it was a key call here. So you think they should go for it? We're going to take a break. We come back. We'll see if Jacksonville's defense can have a goal line stance. And remember, this is a Salvatore's Pizza break. And at Salvatore's Pizza, 10% off if you mention Friday Night Rivals. Stay tuned. High drama here in Corner, Alabama, on the campus of Corner High School as it's homecoming 2025, 4th and 1. They can get a first down without scoring. Here we go. Coffey's going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down, and it's the 8th grader Landon Goodwin once again makes a tackle for a loss.
Very great tackle right there by Landon Goodwin. He's only in 8th grade, but he stepped up and made a big dog play, and that's what you want to see in a great defensive lineman right there.
Wow. What a play. Let's take another look.
Yeah, he stayed low, he read it, and once he got back there in the backfield pretty fast, led him to the ground with a great tackle. He's very pumped and excited about it, which he should be as an 8th grader.
I mean, he grabbed him and just slung him to the ground. Goal line stands by the Golden Eagles, and now they're going to try to run it. And that's Jaden Jones, and he's able to get maybe 2 yards on the carry. Second down, and let's call it 9 or 8. Going to give it again to Jones. Jones trying to find something, but he is brought down immediately. That defense is stepping up big. And that was a good tackle by Wyatt Wise. He plays a little bit of both ways.
It was a very great tackle. And one thing about it, he got upfield and he made the tackle, but running back needs to be careful not to get negative yards because you don't want to get close and mess around and get to that end zone back there. You want to get as much positive yards as you can on your drive right here.
3rd down and 11. Keeping it on the ground, and here comes a big play. This is what you've been looking for. Jaden Jones is off to the races into Yellow Jacket territory. He's going to stay on his feet. No! He got tripped up, and he was just 4 yards short of the longest play that we've had on Friday Night Rivals.
Yeah, he was almost to the promised land. I mean, very patient right here. Took the inside handoff zone. Was very patient. Got past the first level, second level, and I mean, he was off to the races. I mean, he was just being very explosive right here, and he got tripped up right here. He was almost to the end zone, but he just couldn't keep his balance, and he fell short of the end zone.
Max Thomas with the leg whip. That's the best way I could call it, but look, there's a flag all the way back at the 23-yard line, and even look at the Jacksonville fans like, huh?
You hate to see those
Say what?
They can't believe it, but you hate to see those type flags on long, explosive plays like that.
That is a say what play.
Yes.
Say what? And yes, even some of the other fans like, oh my, say what? I don't believe that. Did you believe that? I don't believe that. So now let's see if it was a spot foul. So now it'll be 3rd down and short. They're going to move Cato in motion on the other side. And looks like they may have had another penalty. All right, a little movement there, pushes them back 5. So now I think they're right back where they started from.
Yeah, that's
now it's 3rd and 7. This may be the most dragged out 3rd down play we've had so far this season in Friday Night Robbery. Here we go, 3rd and 7. Harmon with time, looking to throw, can't find anybody, got to look on the backside. He's eluding defenders, he's in his own end zone, he's still trying to run, trying to find somebody, finally, and it's incomplete. Oh my.
Wow, there was a lot going on in that play.
Wow, trying to find McNeil, he just threw it a little short.
Yeah. He had me worried when he started doing circles in the end zone back there, James. I'm like, you have to get the ball out.
And remember, at the end of tonight's game, we'll have our bus stop of the game. And yes, our school bus has rims on it. Yes, they spin, yes. And that'll be the best defensive stop that we've had in tonight's ball game. John Ducar to punt now out of his own end zone. And this one will take a bounce for Jacksonville and go out of bounds. We come back, we'll see who can break this 0-0 tie. Both defenses stepping up big tonight. Stay tuned. No score here at Homecoming 2025. Make sure you stay tuned for our Avadian Credit Union halftime report. We'll have the participating school administrators. We'll have highlights from here and across the nation and so much more. And remember, no matter your financial need, Avadian is here to help make it happen. First down now for the Yellow Jackets. Here comes Spencer Unruh. Great move there. He's able to get a first down and more before he's finally brought down. And Trenton Jackson with the tackle, but take a look at Spencer.
Have to keep your eyes on Spencer right there on the inside zone handoff. Very explosive. Got past the first level and got past right there. He was great defensive play right there, but you have to keep your eyes on Spencer up, bro, because if you're not, he'll make explosive plays like that all night.
Ball now inside the 40, down to about the 32. Spencer again, and this time he is met immediately. Say hello to Landon Goodwin.
Yeah, senior said hello to an 8th grader.
and Spencer was like, okay, 8th grader, we're going to see what you can do.
Right, ran right into him right there on that play.
He sheds and just quickly finds him. I mean, you know who he reminds me of?
Who's that?
Warren Sapp.
Oh, yeah.
That is a Warren Sapp move.
See how he got off the offensive line and shed and made the tackle?
Yes. 2nd down and 6. Spencer trying to go behind his offensive line, but the defense was able to get around him and bring him down. Hawkins, amongst others, to make the tackle.
When you have positive plays like that, you can't afford to have negative plays. You have to capitalize on the positive plays. And right there, the defense were all over that. They saw it, and they acted on it.
So now Quentin Atkins and the rest of the defense got to stand tall. They've been able to have goal line stance that was capped off by the 8th grader Goodwin making a big play. Here it is, 3rd and 6. Coffee with the throw, and it's just incomplete. Just didn't have enough mustard on it. He got to put a little bit more spice on that.
Yeah, he definitely has to if you want to get it to where it needs to go.
Now 4th and 6, decision time. I think this is another opportunity for our coach's call. What do you think they need to do on this one? Do you try to do a pooch punt, or do you try to go for it on 4th and 6 from this point?
I think from this point, 0-0, just go for it and just try to get the positive yards for the first down.
And it's an ACT equipment coach's call. Remember, they have a full line of retail and service locations of Husqvarna handheld mowers and products. They also trade and sell riding lawnmowers, equipment, tractors, and compact construction equipment. And once again, see, we got it right. They are listening to the broadcast, and they know.
Yes, sir.
And now it's time for our Jefferson County Department of Health timeout. And remember, overdoses can happen anytime, anywhere. Do you know the signs of an overdose? Learn how you can save a life. Download the OPP Rescue AL app on your Apple device or on the Google Store. And remember, that is the Jefferson County Department of Health. So if you're a corner right now, you've tried to run it, you've tried to pass it, you've even tried to option it.
Yes.
So now what do you do if you're Coach Campbell? What are you trying to tell your team?
I know they want to try to get some yards right here or a first down, but they need to continue to do everything they've been doing. Everything has been working, but I think on a play like this, just go for the first down and just try to get as much positive yards as you can. It's 0-0. Neither teams have nothing to lose.
And there's Dr. Goodwin. He is definitely making a name for himself. And as they say, they don't have to spotlight him on his plays.
Nuh-uh.
You can see just like, who's that guy? And look at his mouthpiece. It looks like a pacifier. I'm just saying. It does look like a pacifier.
It definitely does. And
he's in 8th grade. It's a blinged out pacifier. I'm just saying. Okay.
I guess great players can wear great
Well,
things
you're in
like
8th
that.
grade.
Yeah,
they most likely did that and said you got to wear it. All right, here we go. 4th and 6. They're going to split out right and heel on the near side. Here we go. Coffey's going to try to throw it. Here comes Goodwin and company. Going to try to keep it. And looks like he has enough for the first down. Good job by Keaton Coffey.
Good job by Keaton Coffey, but number 75, the good one, he's been very good defensive lineman. He has good pressure, great hands, but very great run right there by the quarterback.
First down and 10 right at the 20-yard line, and we've entered that Window World red zone. There we go. Less than 10 seconds on the play clock. They've got to get this play off. They've got Spencer in the backfield. On the near side, Deacon Dyer. Dyer's going to slide over in motion. They're going to roll back out and get it over to Deacon Dyer. He's got room to run, and he's finally brought down. Good play call right there. And Brayden Lauderdale makes the tackle.
It was a great play call, but they also did a good job of executing it. He's right there in the flats by himself. I mean, he had all the open space, lowered his head right there. It was also to get positive yards for the first down. What a great play, and they executed it very well.
Another Salvatore's first down, now first and goal for the Yellow Jackets. Spencer with a stutter step, and he's able to get one, possibly two, but wrapped up on the leg by Trenton Jackson.
Trenton Jackson did a good job of just making a good tackle right there. He knew where he wanted to go. Great form tackle. And he eventually got him down to the ground.
These coaches are trying to see better execution before they dive right back into region play next week. Second and 5. Spencer trying to pull his way forward, but Shannon Noel was the first one to meet him, and then a host of white shirts right there to close that wall off.
One thing about this defensive line, I mean, when it comes to clutch plays like this, they're doing a great job of getting low, getting off blocks, and everybody doing a great job of finding the ball. So those type of plays you just saw, everybody was able to get to the ball.
Now time is an issue. We've got less than 20 seconds here in the first half. Third and goal from the 3. Coffee looking to throw. Now he's being pressured. He's got to make a decision. Now he eludes one defender. Wow, what a block to keep it alive. And there's a big flag. We'll see exactly what was going on there. We had a lot of things going on. May have been a hold.
Mm-hmm. Coffee looked like he know where he wants to go. Looked like he wanted to do, but just being a little anxious. You see him, he running around in the pocket. He was trying to do some things, trying to look downfield. Eventually threw the ball, but trying to see right here what this flag was.
All right, looks like it's going to be a hold, and it looks like they want to take the penalty. It was a personal foul targeting against the offense. Oh, yeah. It was a blindside hit on Jack Dingler. And that's something with player safety that they have instituted. 5 years ago, that's not a call. In today's football, that is a call.
I think it's a good call, and I think it's for safety measures. I mean, you see a long time ago, people would have a lot of neck injuries and head injuries, but that call right there is just for the safety of the game. So I think that's one of the good positive changes that they have made to the game of football. But like you said, 5 years ago, they just would have kept playing, left the flag in their pocket.
Yes, yes. There is a thing now called the defenseless player on offense and on defense. So you can't, as we used to say, clean somebody's clock.
Yeah, they'll have to be mindful of those type of hits.
Yeah, clock cleaning is illegal right now. Unfortunately, for some, Here comes Bradley Turner, and it looks like he's going to be trying about a 38-yard field goal.
I don't think neither team has tried for a field goal tonight.
No. They've been rather close to the goal line, but nothing doing. So now it'll be 4th and 18. Okay, I think everybody is ready. So now they want to make sure they get the spot of the football correct. And now they're going to spot it in the middle of the field. And that's a smart move by the corner coaches.
Yeah, definitely is.
As they say, sometimes you just can't take what you're given by the official. You need to question it, and they did. And after the conversation, they were able to get it. And here we go, Bradley Turner. And looks like Coach Sullivan is going to try to ice him. And Coach Sullivan going to Jacksonville after 8 years at Boaz, had a successful run at Boaz. He is a former Jacksonville State All-American, and he was a former assistant at Jack State, coached at a number of places, found a home at Boaz, and then found an opportunity at Jacksonville and said it was too good to pass up, so he went back. And for Trent Campbell, he was on staff. The opening came available, and he was able to take advantage of it. And really, this team is ascended to one of the elites in Class 5A in corner. All right, so now Turner once again will get the opportunity to kick it. And he was iced by Coach Sullivan and Jacksonville. This is about a 36, 37-yard field goal.
Like he just
and he's going to ice him again. Yeah. I mean, you got the timeouts. They don't carry over. If I'm coach, I do the exact same thing.
Especially with 3 seconds left on the game clock. I mean, you have literally nothing to lose.
There you go. There you go, Coach. He's using his timeouts. So they've iced him one more time. Now, I don't know. You know, it's sort of like ice me once, it may work. Ice me twice, you warm me up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I think he's doing a good job of using his timeouts. I mean, any smart coach would do that. So, great job of the coach for burning his timeouts on these, trying to ice the kicker.
And remember, stay tuned for the Avadian Credit Union halftime. We will have interviews with our school administrators. Also, we'll have highlights of this game and highlights from across the nation. And remember, no matter your financial need, Avadian is here to help make it happen. All right, here we go. Field goal attempt by Turner. And it is good. And Turner, with the successful field goal, gives the Yellow Jackets a 3-0 lead here at Homecoming 2025 as the Yellow Jackets go in the locker room with the lead, and the Golden Eagles trying to search to see for some consistency coming from their offense to try to get into the end zone. But for a corner, it's been a good defensive performance, and they were able to get 3.
Yeah, corner, I mean, they're making their defense known. They're making their presence known. I mean, they're doing a lot of great things, a lot of great stops, and they just have to continue to do that if they want to be successful in this football game here tonight.
And for Jacksonville, they've had many opportunities to get close to the end zone, and Coach Sullivan, I know, wants to get them to be more efficient on offense as they go to the locker room.
Jacksonville's doing a great job moving the football. Like you said, they just have to finish. One thing about a good offensive team, you just have to finish. Once you almost to the end zone, you got to do a great job of finishing and trying to find the end zone and don't get set back.
And let's go down to Austin. Austin?
Coach, defenses look good in the first half. Offense has been lacking a little bit. What do you need to spark the guys in the second?
I really don't think the offense is lacking in everything. You know, we've moved the ball consistently. We've had great field position. We're just not finishing drives, and that's been a problem all year, and we've got to get it sorted out. Like, something's got to change because we're not finishing drives, and we're going to lose football games because we're not finishing drives. And that, you know, extremely frustrating to see that.
Yeah, it is kind of weird to see on the field, but that run game has looked pretty decent today. What's going into the half? Is that something you guys might be leaning on here, or what's the plan?
We got to be happy. You know, if you gain 4 yards on first down, you won. If you gain 4 yards on second 6, you won. And so those 4-yard carries, I don't think we're putting enough weight on those. Like, they're fantastic. But what we can't do is gain 4 yards on first and then lose 2 on second, because that just puts us behind the sticks, and now we got to throw the football and yeah, we're gonna find something. I'm not disappointed in them. They're doing a good job. Defense is playing great. We're gonna hopefully keep playing great. We got a couple adjustments to make offensively, and I'm excited for the second half.
Thank you very much, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you, man.
Guys.
All right, thank you so very much, Coach Campbell. Thank you so very much, Austin. Stay tuned. The Avadian Credit Union halftime show will be right back after the break. But so far here in the first half, we've had defensive big plays by both teams. And no one has been able to find the end zone, even though they've been throwing it and running it all over the place. Just 3 points separate the team. Stay tuned.
Dr. Russ Waits, is that how you say that? Okay. Always like to double check.
Turn. Use these lights behind.
Oh, yeah,
okay, there we go.
There we go.
That looks good.
So do you want me to
Jacksonville,
look at
huh?
you? You want me
Yeah,
to
you'll talk to me.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all just conversate and I control.
You want him to walk away when he's done?
No, it ain't like a coach.
Take the mic and drop it.
Yeah, do a mic drop. So we drove the same distance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jacksonville's first.
Jacksonville Estate. I live right up from both the school and JSU.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did make the same
Same
drive.
distance.
It wasn't a bad drive. We went to eat at Majestic Pies in Morris. It was really good.
We should be a minute or two out. I'll let you know when they say something.
seconds.
30 seconds.
Austin, that's my son's name.
Oh, really?
You're watching the Avadian Credit Union Halftime Report. No matter your financial need, Avadian is here to help make it happen.
We're talking about distracted driving with Leslie Brown of the Health Education and Safety Center here at Children's of Alabama. So, Leslie, I know people talk about cell phones as being a big distraction for teen drivers, but there are many others as well, right?
That's right. So cell phones are definitely a big distractor, not just for teen drivers, but for adults as well. But one thing that parents of new drivers may not realize is that the number of friends, the number of passengers that new driver adds to their vehicle is also a huge distraction. So obviously it's very convenient when our kids get that independence. They can go out and drive themselves to school, they can drive themselves to work, they can go to concerts, to church, all the things. But what we want to do as parents to kind of protect them in a way of making sure that we are decreasing their risk is not allowing them to pick up all their friends on the way. Adding one passenger or friend to the vehicle doubles their chances of being in a car crash. 2 to 3 extra friends triples, and on the more passengers that you add to that vehicle.
So that's obviously one thing that parents want to talk to their teens about before they start driving. How do they approach that conversation? What's the best way to do it?
Well, I think it's always good to start young. Start with our young teens, and parents talk to them about being a safe passenger, making sure that they're not distracting the driver with the turning up the radio or showing them things on their cell phone, but to be watching for driving hazards around them. And also, it should be a non-negotiable. Every person in the vehicle should have on their seatbelt. The driver, every passenger, no matter where you're seated in the vehicle. Then as they progress on to getting their driver's permit, caregivers and parents need to make sure that we are driving with them and practicing with them in all kinds of weather conditions, night and day, rural roads, interstates, all those things so they can practice with an experienced driver before they get on the road by themselves. And then right before they get their driver's license, they need to be making themselves familiar with the graduated driver's license law. The graduated driver's license program was created for families so that they can have that foundation of things that allow their new driver to practice and drive safely on the roads with decreased risk and distractions as they are new drivers. And of course, every family needs to add the non-negotiables to that that are important to their household.
A lot of precautions for teen drivers to take to make sure they're staying safe on Alabama's highways. For more information, go to childrensal.org.
Congratulations to the Ridgeline Roofing Scholar Athlete of the Week. Jacksonville High's Ben Pridgeon maintains a 4.0 GPA, scored a 31 on his ACT, and is a member of the National Honor Society. A two-sport athlete in football and basketball, he's earned all-county first-team honors in football the past 2 years. He is also active in Key Club, Peer Helpers, and FCA. Ridgeline Roofing is honored to be a part of the Scholar Athlete of the Week for Friday Night Rivals. If you want a roof done right, call Ridgeline.
Welcome back to Friday Night Rivals. We're at Corner High School, and Corner is leading Jacksonville High School 3-0. I've got Jacksonville Principal Dr. Russ Waiters here. And Russ, why don't you tell me a little bit about the new coaching staff at Jacksonville?
Yeah, we're super excited. We had a regime change this spring, and we're blessed to get Jeremy Sullivan, came to us from Boaz, a great player at JSU. And we were actually able to bring in a fantastic staff. We actually have 4 men on our coaching staff that have been head coaches. So we're very excited about what's happening right now and how they're playing this fall.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to correct myself. It's Dr. Russ Waits. But tell me a little more about maybe some of the new facility changes at Jacksonville.
Yeah, we opened a renovated stadium in 2023. We put down sprint turf. We expanded our visitor stands, added new restrooms. It was a huge upgrade for us. So we're very proud of the facilities that we have in place for our student athletes and band members and all to perform on. And we appreciate the commitment of our board in the future of our students.
Yeah, definitely. What can you tell us about the community in Jacksonville?
Jacksonville is a town of about 15,000 people. It's a great place to live. Of course, it's the home also of Jacksonville State University. When you have the students on campus, that's going to add upwards of 10,000 more people. So when everybody's around, it's probably around 25,000, but it's a very exciting place to live, you know, with the college there. It's a great town. It's our school. We're in the smaller end of 5A, so it's not super big. It's a really good environment. We feel like we really know our kids, and the teachers have great relationships with them. So it's just a great community to be a part of.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Waits. I really appreciate you taking time with us today. Your Friday Night Rivals halftime coverage will be right back. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I messed up. They were yelling at me. That's all right. My son loved your hair. Yeah, thank you.
anything I need to make sure I do or don't do?
No, you'll look at me. We'll talk back and forth, and then thank you, and I turn to the camera.
You're watching the Avadian Credit Union Halftime Report. No matter your financial need, Avadian is here to help make it happen. Congratulations to the Ridgeline Roofing Scholar Athlete of the Week. Corner High School's Jacob Bell holds a 4.1 GPA and is a football, basketball, and track athlete. He is the leader of the secondary defense in football and holds Corner High School's javelin record. Jacob is in the National Honor Society and volunteers for his church. Ridgeline Roofing is honored to be a part of the Scholar Athlete of the Week for Friday Night Rivals. We love that we get to be a part of this community and appreciate the opportunity to serve. If you want a roof done right, call Ridgeline.
Right here at Friday Night Rivals, Corner is currently leading Jacksonville by 3 points. That's 3-0. I've got Dr. Robbins here, the assistant principal at Corner. Well, tell me a little bit, how does it feel to be hosting Friday Night Rivals here tonight?
It's wonderful. Got a great community, got a lot of kids here, great atmosphere. Thank y'all for choosing us to highlight these two good teams. It's nice. We've had juice, a little extra juice all week. Kids have been excited, parents have been excited. We just really appreciate y'all being here.
Yeah, what can you tell us about the community here in Corner?
You know, it's like an old, tight-knit community. It's one of those things to where if you have a loved one pass away, you'll have 50 people show up at their house the next day with a meal. We look out for each other. Everybody's related in some kind of way. It's just one of those good, classic, tight-knit communities.
Yeah, and what about the work ethic and dedication of your student athletes? Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, sir. We got a bunch of great kids. The band's playing right now. Great group of kids. Everything from volleyball to football to band, spring sports. We have a lot of kids that push themselves on the field, on the court, but also off. Right now we have over 275 students that are taking college classes while they're also taking their full high school course load. They work all the time. They don't settle for anything less than their best. We have a really great group of kids.
And what about your coaching staff? What about the work that they put in to make sure the players can perform every week?
Yes, sir. One of the best things about our coaches is, you know, we can get a lot of coaches that will make our players very good at whatever sport they're playing. But at the end of the day, we have coaches that are going to make them better men and better women and better moms and better dads one day. We just have a lot of high character coaches on our staff, and couldn't be more proud, couldn't ask for more of the coaches.
Definitely love to hear it. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Robbins. Appreciate you taking the time. Your Friday Night Rivals halftime coverage will be right back.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Hope that was
3-0 is your score as the Avadian Credit Union halftime show continues. James Aretta along with R.J. Burns, and this is a situation where both teams have been able to do great defensively. Let's take a look at the first half highlights, and it's been a defensive masterpiece. Early on, it was Corner's defense that took advantage of the fumble play by Jones, and then it would be Jacksonville that would once again take advantage. Jack Dingler there to make the tackle, and then Jeremiah Hawkins with a tackle behind the line, stopping Spencer Unruh, and then this young man, Carson Jenkins, making plays all across the field, and the young 8th grader, Landon Goodwin, with part of the goal line stance, and then it would be Goodwin again making a key play. The defenses go back and forth, but it would be the field goal, 38-yard field goal by Bradley Turner that would break the scoreless rally by both teams, and now it's 3-0 as we take a look at the stats. Now, these stats are misleading. Corner, RJ, has 146 yards total, but Jacksonville should have more, but they've all been negated by penalties.
Yeah, the one thing that's hurting Jacksonville is the penalties. I mean, they're having good complete drives, but one thing about them, the penalties are hurting them, but also not being able to finish once they get to the red zone. They almost make it a touchdown. They have to work on finishing plays.
And that time of possession heavy in favor of the homecoming host, the Yellow Jackets, as Jacksonville most likely in the locker room trying to make some changes. Stay tuned and stay right here. We're going to show you some highlights from across the nation.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Angel's going to run it. Case and Angel, first down and more. Case and Angel, midfield, still on his feet. There he goes. He's off to the races, and no one's going to catch him. Touchdown.
He doesn't see Holloway coming right there.
Oh,
yeah. Yikes. Lands on his head.
4th down. They're going to keep the offense on the field, going to the end zone. This ball's up for grabs. Jump ball, and it's caught. Oh, my goodness.
Yes, it is.
Hula again.
To kind of see how he's doing, figure things out.
A high snap way over his head. Again, a fine play, but he's in real trouble. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness, just thrown down. And how about this? It's going to be chalk-jaw ball inside the Synovus red zone.
Plenty of time towards the end zone. And it is caught. Caught it is. Jaree Moore Stewart with a fantastic catch in the end zone, and it's a Reaper's Revenge touchdown for the Panthers.
To keep the Mules undefeated. Walker Bryant to hold. The kick is up. It is straight. It is perfect, and it is good. And the Mules walk off with the win at Lenox Stadium.
Put 3 more minutes back on the clock.
Yeah, they'll put the 3 minutes up. You're doing good, though, Coach. Y'all doing pretty good. I mean, y'all holding.
Just got to execute a little better on offense.
How'd y'all do at homecoming last week?
Beat the piss out of Leeds.
Okay. I was leaving my house going to, I think we had to be at Oxford, and I was like, wait a minute, because the homecoming comes right in front of my house, and I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to be late. I was like, hey, Jacksonville had homecoming. That's why I'm late. But Oxford got their ass whooped, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, we're ready.
No, they're going to put 3 back on. Yep, 3's back on. Yeah, we'll do it. We're close. I know we're close. He ain't told me, but I know we're close.
Am I still tossing a break here?
No. Yeah, just toss back up to them.
Gotcha.
30 seconds.
closed captioning is brought to you by 1 Hour Heating and Air. We'd like to take a moment to thank our Friday Night Rivals pregame sponsors, Air Experts, experts at providing air conditioning heating services in the Birmingham area. Win South Credit Union. Soak up the sun and watch your savings grow at Win South Credit Union. And Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. Every steak burger is cooked to order with your choice of toppings and served just the way you want it. Check out the Freddy's app for details.
3-0 is your score in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Let's go down to Austin Pratt, who has the coach for Jacksonville. Austin?
That's right. I got Coach Jeremy Sullivan here. And, Coach, not a lot of ball movement for either team in the first half here. What are some things you're looking to change here in the second?
Well, we got to do a little bit better job of executing on offense. We got the big play and got a penalty on it, so we got to cut that out. We got to keep playing well defensively. I think we're playing our tails off. We just seems like we've played the whole game on our end of the field. We got to flip that field position so it gives us a better options to run some plays.
Yeah, definitely some good plays on defense. Looks like there's a little bit of explosiveness there, kind of what your team's leaning on right now. What's the points of emphasis on really kind of making sure that stays there for the rest of the game?
Well, keep tackling, keep playing hard, keep running to the football, all the things that good defenses do. Keep getting off blocks, and we got to keep playing hard.
Thank you very much, Coach. Appreciate the time. Guys.
Thanks a lot, Coach, and thanks a lot, Austin. And you see right there, Jacksonville, they're trying to get themselves pumped up right before they start play. They will get the ball back to start the third quarter. And, RJ, what do you think he's trying to tell those guys over there with his spirited conversation?
I think he's telling those guys, we're still in the game. We still can do what we have to do. Let's get pumped up. Let's get motivated, and let's do what we coach to do. And he's showing some great energy right there. That's what a great leader does for a team like that.
And for corner, it looks like they're calm, cool, collected. They're sitting on a 3-point lead. Not necessarily as many points as they want, but a lead is a lead.
Yeah, like you said, a lead is a lead, but at the same time, they have to do the things that they've been doing. Have to try to stay successful, but both of these teams are doing a great job defensively. They just have to, both teams have to do a great job of getting rolling offensively.
So now we're moments away from starting the third quarter. It was Jacksonville who won the coin toss and opted to defer, so they will receive to start the third quarter. And P.J. Holloway is back deep for the Golden Eagles. And it's time now for our Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff. Remember, Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union is where you belong. We're committed to providing personalized financial solutions to help you achieve your goals. Goes to CoosaPinesFCU.org today. And Bradley Turner, who has the only points so far in this game, will handle the kicking duties. And they're going to kick it short. Up back will take it and fall on it at about the 35-yard line. Got a little pushing and shoving. C.J. Brown just trying to let everybody know he's there. And it looks like we may have a flag. And I know Coach Campbell is just upset because he's like, C.J., you didn't have to do all of that.
Yeah, he's very frustrated and irritated.
But I think sometimes when you wear that neck roll, there's a certain attitude that comes along with that.
Something definitely comes with that. You already trying to do an intimidation factor.
Yeah. Those neck rolls have definitely changed since I was used to be a actual roll of padding, but now they're so sophisticated. All right, so with that little push and shove, gives Jacksonville outstanding field position right at midfield. Here we go. Ten seconds left on the play clock. Finally, now they're going to run an option of their own. Keeping it is Harmon, and he's able to get some positive yards. Coffer there to make the tackle.
Coffer was all over that. It looked like he was a quarterback option. His pitch man, he didn't pitch to his pitch man, he kept it instead, but they made a great tackle on that, and they were also able to read the quarterback and the pitch man on that play.
They will give him a 1-yard loss, making it 2nd down and 11. So now 2 backs in the backfield, and McNeil and Jones. Option, they're going to give it over to Jones. Good cut, and Jones makes a play and gets into Yellow Jacket territory as C.J. Brown brings him down for a tackle.
Really great hit by C.J. Brown. The quarterback, I was right here, pitched to his pitch man. C.J. comes downhill, and right there he lays the wood and gets it down to the ground. Great way to have your eyes in a great spot at the right time.
5-yard gain, make that a 7-yard gain because they were behind the sticks. So now 3rd and 5. Audible now by Harmon. Keeping it on the ground is McNeil. McNeil goes nowhere fast. And Brown along with Noah Turner there to make the play.
C.J. Brown on back-to-back tackles. One thing about him, he's a very physical linebacker. He's going to come downhill, going to do a great job of finding the ball, and there he was, met him in the hole, and tried to get him down, and a host of other defenders came, and what a great play.
So I think Brown had to make up for that penalty, so he made sure he made a lot of tackles in this series.
Definitely did.
Ducar once again the punt. Oh, it's trying to go with a trick play, and it doesn't go the way that they want it. Wow. They tried to direct snap it to the up back, Bryce Allen, and Allen couldn't handle it. And great job by the special teamer to be Johnny on the spot, and that was Axel Dollar.
He actually caught it, but then he dropped it, and he bobbled the ball, so the defenders were able to get on it and make a great tackle. Man, you don't want to start offensive drive like that with a penalty and a bobble snap, and you on 4th down, you don't want to start a drive like that.
It's not easy wearing green gloves. Just saying, it's just not easy. 1st down, keeping it on the ground is Coffey, and Coffey's just stood up by McNeil. They'll give him a gain of 3. And the most important thing right now, the clock continues to churn. They had time of possession advantage corner, and once again, it looks like they're starting off doing that. 2nd and 7. Spencer trying to find some room, can't find anything, and Shannon Noel wraps him up and brings him down.
Gave it to him on the dive right there. They didn't get many yards, but again, he got positive yards, and that's always a good thing when you're running back in a good offensive team. As long as you're getting positive yards, then you can't really do nothing about that all night.
So now 3rd and 6 from the 41-yard line. They need to get to about the 35 to make sure they have enough for the first. Clock continues to run. And the only thing the defense can do to counteract that is make stops or get turnovers. 2 wide receivers now on the far side, and 1 will go in motion. Coffey throws, reception, enough for the 1st down, and a good bullet pass and catch over to Tyson Hill.
Coffey got that ball out right in time because 75 Goodwine was right there in his face soon as threw the ball. So way to get that ball out, Coffey, because you didn't want to be met by the 8th grader defensive lineman on that drive.
Tyson Hill came in with 15 receptions, 285 yards receiving, and a touchdown. And it is a Salvatore's 1st down. They have 4 convenient locations. And remember, if you say Friday Night Rivals, you get 10% off your order. Give it to Spencer Unruh, and Spencer is able to get some positive yards before he's brought down by Dingler.
5 more on the Golden Eagles.
And Spencer's starting to gain a little bit more. You see his first half numbers. just shy of 100 yards, 15 rushes, 73 yards. Not bad.
Not really not bad, especially for Spencer. I mean, he's got a lot of carries, as you can see. I mean, he's running his feet, he's running downhill, and he's not afraid to be a physical running back.
2 wide receivers on the far side now for the Yellow Jackets. And it looks like we may have a little movement there.
Right on the play, going to be a penalty ball start against the Jackets.
So it seems as though whenever they get in a good groove, they shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, it's like almost every time, and you can't afford to have that. You have to be a disciplined team. Once you get positive yards, you can't, like you said, shoot yourself in the foot and get negative yards. You have to build momentum on those type of plays.
So now 2nd and long. Option. Give it to Dyer, Deacon Dyer, and this time he's brought down. And a good open field tackle.
Here goes number 1, Deacon Dyer. Brought down by number 4, Moore.
Good job by Moore. Able to make the play, and that's Xavier Moore, the senior defensive back.
It'll be 3rd down and 10 to go.
Third down and 10. Going to go with 3 wide receivers on the far side. And he's getting some pressure, but Coffey eludes one defender trying to find a receiver. Throws a bullet, and looks like it's a completion. Yes, it is. Great play by Tyson Hill. This tight end is showing that he has some soft hands. And that was a good play.
Very great play. I mean, like you said, he's very versatile, and he was very patient. He was very patient, and he saw what the quarterback wanted to do. He sat there in the pocket, and once the quarterback gave him the ball, that was a very great catch and a great pass.
All right, Window World red zone. It is Salvatore's first down. Spencer breaks one tackle, stays on his feet, finally brought down just shy of the 5-yard line.
Spencer is refusing to be denied. I mean, he's a great playmaker. He's putting the team on his back, and he's going to continue to do that. I mean, he's just running downhill, being physical.
So now we're getting closer to decision time. But we did have a penalty. And it's going to move them back. Let's see what the official call will be. And they say illegal shift against the offense, and now it'll be 1st and 15. So the ball will be at the 18-yard line for the Yellow Jackets.
That's one of those instances where you keep saying every time they get forward, they seem to be knocked backwards. And that's what you don't want to see in a drive like that. You can't afford to have those type of plays every time you gain momentum and get positive yards.
Now we got it back. All right, remember we'll have the player of the game, but provided by Drummond Company, and Goodwin was able to do it. Oh, they find a receiver. Spencer Unruh into the end zone for a score. And wow, what a play. Coffey eludes the hands of the defender and just escapes and finds Spencer Unruh for the score.
Yeah, he was very patient on there, but one thing about it, he got the ball out right in no time because he almost got sacked right there, but he was able to find an open receiver and make a good play for a touchdown, and a way to just keep your eyes downfield and keep the play alive.
And that is a City of Bessemer touchdown. Remember, see why we call it the Marvel City, with growing jobs, affordable housing, and strong schools. Point after attempt is good. Remember, Bessemer, Alabama, opportunity lives here. 5:01 left here in the third quarter, and Coffey does his best Houdini here on homecoming week. I mean, he was in the arms of the defender, finds a way to get out of it, throws, and finds his receiver for a score. Stay tuned. And Spencer Unruh can smile a little bit because he was Johnny on the spot, able to find a way to get open. And let's take another look at this touchdown throw and catch.
I mean, look at him. He had his eyes downfield. He looked like he wanted to roll up in the pocket. He literally was in the arms of the defender, but he was able to have his eyes open downfield and threw the ball to Uprow, and Uprow found the end zone.
Great job by Spencer Unruh and the rest of the squad. And now a Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kick. And the up back once again able to secure the football. So now with a 10-0 deficit, it's going to be an uphill battle, literally, for Kamari Harmon, or an up mountain battle here inside York Mountain. And his team is going to have to do their best to try to move down the field and get into the end zone. Here we go. Golden Eagles trail by 10. Bubble screen. Able to find Hewley. Hewley's keeping his feet. Hewley is being knocked forward and finally brought down at about the 35-yard line. A corner player loses his helmet, but Kelvin Hewley ever to make the play.
You see right here, Hewley, I mean, once he got the ball right here on the bubble screen, was very patient, got up the field. He like he was going to get tackled right there, but he just kept getting yards every time he got hit, and he just refused to go down and got a lot of positive yards in that play. You want to see those plays, especially in the drive like this.
In corner territory. Once again, Jones in motion. They're going to give it to Jones. Jones can't find anything because he was quickly found out and brought down.
Yeah, Jones was quickly brought down at the line of scrimmage right there. Once you have positive plays, you don't want to go back and have negative plays, but it was a very good defensive effort right there for corner.
Dylan Hanna and Tanner Lane right there to make the tackle, but he was able to get about 1 yard, 2nd down and 9. Looks like we do have a sense of urgency here for the Golden Eagles. Less than 20 seconds on the play clock as Harmon makes an audible. Giving it again to Jones. Jaden Jones is going to drag a defender a couple of yards before he's eventually brought down. And Red Coffer was there. Let's take a look at our Fortis Institute scoring summary. 7 plays, 45 yards, but more importantly, look at the time of possession. 4 minutes and 51 seconds. And remember, Fortis Institute, our sponsor. Now 3rd and 6. Throw and catch, and off to the races is Hewley, but he was eventually brought down. Good touchdown saving tackle by Axel Dollar.
They're doing a great job of trying to get in the momentum right here. They're running some plays. They're throwing the ball right here. He looked at Hughley right here, was very patient and tried to get on the outside, but he was saved right there because I believe that defender right there, he may have could have found the end zone, but they're doing a great job of trying to get in the offensive rhythm right here.
Another Salvatore's 1st down. Give to McNeil, and McNeil is flipped down. And Wright, Kofer and company right there to make the tackle.
It'll be 2nd down, 4, 2nd down, 6 to go.
Now 2nd and manageable for the Golden Eagles. Once again, Harmon making a check on the line. Give again to McNeil. Here comes McNeil, a big head of speed. Quay McNeil holds on to the football and gets inside the 20 down to the 12-yard line.
McNeil's starting to feel himself right now in this offensive drive, but you see right there, got past the first level, got off a defender right there, and he's running the ball. Very good.
Timeout is called. And it looks like it's a timeout. We go to a break. We come back. We'll see if Jacksonville can finish and get to the end zone. Stay tuned. And it's Jacksonville Golden Eagles that are moving the ball down the field, their most successful drive so far this game. 1st and 10 now inside the 20. We're in the Window World red zone. Going to keep it on the ground is McNeil, and he's able to get inside the 10 down to about the 9.
Nope.
And make sure you stay tuned. At the end of the game, we'll have our school bus stop of the game. Remember, the law in every state requires drivers to always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Our stop of the game. Second and 7. Still trying to keep it on the ground, and now McNeil trying to go wide. He eludes one defender, a second defender, and he goes into the end zone for a score, and the Golden Eagles on the board. Quay McNeil really just used those strong legs to make his way in.
Yeah, McNeil, I mean, you see he has a great offensive rhythm. I mean, they gave the ball to him in 3 drives right there. That's what you want to see when the offensive players get in the rhythm right there. I mean, look at this play right here. Bounced to the outside, got off one defender. I mean, he got off the other defender, then he just literally stretches his way into the end zone. That's what you want to see from a player like that.
And that is another City of Bessemer touchdown. First touchdown of the night for the Golden Eagles. Point after attempt is good by John Dakar. And just like that, we've got a ball game. 3 points separate the Yellow Jackets and the Golden Eagles with less than 2 minutes to remain here in the third quarter. And a good job by McNeil, who came into the game with 295 yards rushing. And we really didn't see him run the ball that much in the first half, but seemed like starting the second half they were going to give him the ball.
Yeah, they did a great job. I mean, that's probably one of the things they talked about at halftime for adjustments, and look like it's worked so far. And as long as they keep giving the ball back to him, I feel like good things are going to happen for Jacksonville. But that young man right there was in a great rhythm right there.
So now we'll see if the defense can step up one more time for Jacksonville and get a stop against a corner offense that really started to find their rhythm. And there is Spencer Unruh, who is doing a good job running the football. He has close to 100 yards rushing, about 78 yards coming into the drive. Dakar with the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff, and he kicks it into the end zone for a touchback.
Kick a ball in the end zone for a touchback.
So now the Magic Man gets the ball again, and Mr. Keaton Coffey, who really pulled a Houdini when he escaped the arms of Landon Goodwin. Ball at the 20-yard line with 1:59 left here in the third. And let's see if Coffey and company can play that inspired offense like they did in the last drive. Keeping it on the ground, and there is Spencer, and he's able to get about 5 yards on the carry. And remember, that's what Coach was talking about going into the locker room. They can get 5 yards on first down, 5 yards on second down, but third and fourth down seem like things start to fall apart.
Yeah, they just have to continue to, I mean, the big thing for them is just being consistent. As long as you're being consistent on your offensive drive, I feel like great things will happen.
2nd and 5 now for the Yellow Jackets. Homecoming 2025. They crowned Miss Homecoming, or the Homecoming Queen. Option now for Coffey. Here comes Keaton Coffey. He'll lose one defender, and he gets knocked out of bounds just short of midfield. Keaton Coffey, the junior quarterback, has been masterful with that option play.
And that was very masterful right there. He faked the pitch, and he ended up keeping the ball. You see right here, he fakes the handoff, he fakes the pitch, and he got a few yards right here. Very elusive, very explosive right here. And then he trucks the defender as he looks to bounce to the outside, and you can see he's feeling himself right now.
Takes a strong hit to knock him out of bounds. He's just shy of midfield. Another Salvatore's first down. Going to keep it on the ground. Here comes Spencer Unruh, And this time Unruh is wrapped up and eventually brought down. And that was Quentin Atkins who was the initial person to wrap him up. And
tried to jump over defender right there and get some more yards.
well, if it was a hurdle, that would be a bad thing.
Yeah, we saw that last week.
There you go. No hurdling in high school football. Less than 30 seconds to play here in the third quarter. They may need to get the play off because it's about 4 or 5 seconds between the game clock and the play clock. Going to keep it on the ground, and that is Keaton Coffey. And looks like he's close to a first down, but this should end the third quarter and bring up a 3rd and short. And we've played now 3 complete. We go to the fourth quarter, and we are 3 points separating the two teams. 5A inter-regional matchup. Friday night rival will continue as the cheerleaders keep cheering on. Stay tuned. 3 points separate the two teams as the Yellow Jackets have a 10-7 lead. Time now for our Fortis Institute scoring summary, and Coach Sullivan has to be happy about this. 8 plays, 60 yards, took up 3 minutes, and a Quay McNeil 9-yard touchdown run. Remember, Fortis, your life powered by learning. As we start the fourth quarter on 3rd and 1, hard running once again by corner. Spencer Unruh is able to get enough for the first down. Another Salvatore's first down, and they'll move the chains.
Good drive right there. Was patient, hit the hole, kept his feet running, and once he hit it, he knew what he had to do. He didn't have to get many yards, but he got enough yards for the first down. Great job of being aware.
In Jacksonville territory, Keaton Coffey and Spencer Unruh has been on a good job of keeping this offense going, even when times have gotten tough. Keeping it is Coffey, and this time he's brought down. Bryce Allen right there to make the play. It's not easy wearing green, especially green gloves. Fluorescent green type.
Did a great job of faking, and he has on green turf tape, look like.
Turf tape. Now you've educated me. That's what they actually call it?
Yeah, they call it turf tape.
They call it turf tape?
Yes, sir.
I call it old socks. That's okay. Old stockings. We'll talk about that later. Second down and 9. Once again, keeping it on the ground, and once again, another play. And yes, it's the man with the fluorescent green, Bryce Allen, able to make the play. See, that looks like some green, like green stockings that he cut up, and he just, I'm just saying.
Well, with that, he definitely did a great job of tracking down that last play. He has on green everything, green mouthpiece, turf tape, green gloves. I mean, that's just, I guess, his theme color.
People have theme colors?
I'm guessing. I mean, some players have like a superstition thing. So
seriously?
Yeah, I don't know if that's his swagger, his superstition thing. Who knows?
Oh, it's swagger. Okay, 3rd and long. Coffee trying to run. He breaks the line of scrimmage. And 2nd and 3rd effort, he may have gotten knocked forward by the defender trying to tackle him. Looks like Carson Jenkins, in his attempt to bring him down, may have knocked him forward for another Salvatore's first down. Take another look.
Coffee did a great job of just being patient. And one thing about Coffee I like, he's not afraid to run, and he's not afraid to run and be physical. As you can see right there, he was able to get enough, and someone eventually hit him enough for a first down. But one thing about it is he's not afraid to run the ball as a quarterback.
Ball now at the 29-yard line, another Salvatore's first down. Giving it now to Dyer, and they were able to seek that one out and break it up quickly.
He did a great job of outside containment right there. It looked like he wanted to cut to the outside, but he was able to force him back into the inside, and that's what a good defensive end or a great defensive player does. They know how to force a play back into the outside. Back into the inside.
Dingler goes to the side. 2nd down and 9. Clock continues to run. That time of possession still heavily weighed in favor of corner. Keeping it is Coffee. Coffee. Oh, this time he goes down, and Jenkins, when he tried to make that tackle, just tripped up Coffee enough to bring him down. So now another 3rd down situation. 3rd and 9. I think this is another act equipment coach's call. What do you think?
I think right here they just try to put the ball in the air, and so far, what they've been doing right now has been working, so don't change it and just try to get some more positive yards right here.
Going to keep it on the ground. Spencer spins, and he may be a yard short because he fell sideways. And looks like he is short of the 20-yard line. He's right there at the 21.
Did a great job of going downhill. One thing about him, this young man, he hits the hole very hard. He stays his feet and he runs his feet, so he's not going to go down easy.
So now we've got another 4th down situation. And so far on 4th down efficiency, 1 of 2 tonight is corner. Going to try to draw him off. That does not work initially. Clock continues to run. They've got plenty of time on the play clock. They're going to give it to Spencer, and Spencer gets the first down and more. Drags a couple of defenders down inside the 15 down to about the 14. Another Salvatore's first down. Let's take another look at it.
You can see right here again, look like it's a up row show tonight. Getting the ball, every time he gets the ball, he's getting the positive yards, and that's what you want to see in a great running back.
So now 1st and 10. If they get the ball to about the 6, another Salvatore's first down, and we're in the Window World red zone. They get to the 6. They can get another first down before they get to the goal line. Keeping it with Spencer. Oh, nope, check that, and that was Coffee. And the defense was able to find that out also. Jeremiah Hawkins and others right there to make the play.
Was a good play by Jeremiah Hawkins. Quarterback didn't get much on that drive right there. They were able to stop him, able to get him down to the ground, and it was a very good defensive play.
So they go for about a 2-yard loss. Ball now is back at the 17-yard line. So now 2nd and 12. 3 wide receivers, 2 backs in the backfield. Giving it to Spencer. Spencer trying to find some room and does. Eludes one defender, a second one, and finally brought down from behind by Bryce Allen. Nobody called Spencer shifty, but he was shifty on that one.
Yeah, he was very shifty. I mean, he got away from one defender. He hit the outside right here. You can see right here, took the ball. Boom, get off me. Then he Juice come back to the inside. Ooh, made a defender to fall. Then he got more possible yards. So, as you said, Jane, he was very shifty on that play.
So he was able to get the first down. So now it's 1st and goal from the 5. Another Salvatore's first down. Option. C.J. Brown. He's going to barrel his way into the end zone for the score. C.J. Brown with his first touchdown of the season.
Great offensive play right there. They executed that quarterback option perfect. And way to barrel your way to the end zone, young man.
Another City of Bessemer touchdown. Make sure you see why they call it the Marvel City. With growing jobs, affordable housing, and strong schools, Bessemer, Alabama, opportunity lives here.
You see right here, it's very patient, and the quarterback, he flipped it to him on the outside, and one defender tried to get him down right there, but he just would not be denied, and he eventually found his way into the end zone. Good touchdown right there for the young man.
Spencer, not known for his, and that was Brown. Here we go. Point after attempt is up. Kick is good. And the lead expands again to 10-point C.J. Brown, not known for his touchdown prowess, but tonight he gets into the end zone. Now we'll see if Jacksonville's offense can come back, but right now it's corner that's clicking on all cylinders. Stay tuned. Homecoming 2025 here in the hamlet of Corner, Alabama. And you see the students and you see C.J. Brown. Good, bad, or otherwise, Mr. Brown has been bringing it. And there's the student body. And it's homecoming. I think that guy was asking for a homecoming date. Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff. That was a short kick. And it was a scrum for the football. Now we got some pushing going on. But was it an onside kick? No, it did not travel far enough, so there's a flag. Let's see what the official call will be. It looks like it didn't go the 10 yards before it was initially touched by the kicking team.
Yeah, he didn't really put much force behind it.
And short Lindsey Cousins with exit Rosie Sweet Home Line kickoff.
All right, so he's asking to say, what do we have? All right, so he.
Jacksonville taking over at the 49-yard line.
Oh, yeah. See, it didn't go 10 yards. So once they kill it, it's dead right there. So it's offense ball inside corner territory. And here we go. No penalty. Keeping it is Harmon, and Harmon's able to get some positive yards. Upset with himself because he couldn't keep his feet, but he's just short of the first down. So now it'll be second and short. Time is against them as they only have 5 minutes left in regulation. Now they're moving it a little bit faster. Keeping it again is Harmon, but now here comes C.J. Brown with the slam. And I think everybody's been watching a lot of WWE because we're seeing a lot of suplexes going on.
Yeah,
right there.
C.J. Brown came around with the thump. I mean, they went right back to him. C.J. Brown said, nope. Then he just throws him to the ground. I mean, met him right there, too. I know they didn't see our highlights at halftime.
I don't think so. Now he's got to be careful about that because if he throws him and then Harmon keeps his feet,
yeah,
then you're in trouble. Mm-hmm. Because now he can run past you. All right, third down and 3. They're going to go direct snap in the Wildcat. And looks like they were short of the first. Jaden Jones in that Wildcat situation. And let's see where the spot is. So now it's going to be 4th and short. And looks like it's 4th and 1. And looks like they're going to go for it. They need to get inside the 40-yard line for the first. 14 seconds and counting on the play clock. Harmon makes a check on the line. Give it to Jones. Jones stretches it forward. Looks like he has enough for the first. He stretches it. Oh, no. They say no. They didn't even measure it. Wow. And the defense holds for corner. Once again, C.J. Brown and company. Take another look. Oh, yeah, he's just short. Good job by C.J. Brown to grab a leg and force him just a yard short. 3:55. Let's see if the corner offense can put this game on ice. (17-7) is your score. Another defensive stop by the Yellow Jacket defense. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, but it's been the Yellow Jackets who's been consistent in the way that they've played defense tonight. Here comes Spencer Unruh, and he's able once again to get close to the first down marker.
He's just been a one-man show. He's not being stopped. And he's coming downhill, and I mean, once the young man gets the ball, one thing about him, he's been very consistent all night. He's been gaining positive yards all night. Look at, I mean, he has 30 rushes for 130 yards. He's just been dominant all night.
Not a bad night. I think this young man has had 3 100-yard games this season, and this will make it number 4. Second down and short. Clock continues to run. They've got 11 seconds now on the play clock. They're going to let it go all the way down if they can to continue to let this clock run. Give again to Spencer. Spencer, this time, eludes one defender, and now he's stood up by the rest.
Thing about Spencer, he does a great job of keeping his feet moving. As you see right there on this last play, he didn't go down. He's going to keep his feet moving all the time.
And another first down. Clock continues to run. And for Jacksonville, this is another Salvatore's first down. The Golden Eagles need to get a stop, turnover or something. And if you're corner, you just got to keep the ball secure and keep getting those 4- and 5-yard gains. Good job once again by Spencer. And another good stop by Shannon Noel.
They picked up about 6. Ryan Allen on the tackle.
And timeout called by Jacksonville, and Coach Sullivan trying to keep as much clock as he can. Another Jefferson County Department of Health timeout. And remember, do you know the signs of an overdose? You can learn how you can save a life. Download the OPI Rescue AL app on your Apple Store or Google Store. And now if you're Jacksonville right now, you've got to play your assignments, clog the middle, and see if you can get a turnover here.
You have to be very smart. You need to force a turnover, but you also want to play smart. But not only they need a turnover, they need to try to get a turnover as soon as they can, because what corner's doing, they're eating the clock, doing a great job of eating the clock. But Jacksonville is going to have to find something to do right here.
And for corner, you just got to keep more of the same. Keep it on the ground, keep grinding, keep the legs moving, and keep the clock running.
That's right. What they say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So, I mean, they're doing a great job of continuing to run the ball and use a lot of clock. So, they don't need to do anything different. Just continue to do what they've been doing all night, which is being smart on the football and running it.
And this young man, Keaton Coffey, has done a masterful job of directing this offense, using his option expertise to keep everybody on their heels. Here we go, 2nd and 6. Spencer goes into the middle of that defensive front, and he's clogged up.
Spencer Unruh again on the tough yardage.
Unruh is doing a good job of running the football tonight, over 130 yards rushing.
Help from his buddy there, 73 White. Offensive line doing their job.
Timeout called again.
Dawson Cox, Tyler Scott, Tate Baker.
Another timeout. So right now, 3rd and 3. More of the same, you think, RJ?
Yeah, I think it's going to be more the same we've been seeing all night. Just all I need is 3 yards and try to get 3 yards for a first down and try to keep the clock moving.
And time now for our bus stop of the game.
This is the school bus stop of the game. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
There on 4th and 1, and you got to get into the backfield, wrap up the defender, and even when he stretches it out, he's a little bit short. And as our bus stop of the game. There you go, he's jumping up high. Here comes corner. And they may be a little short. The defense is holding for Jacksonville.
Number 10, Keith Coffey decides to keep it. That's going to be good.
And wait, they give him forward progress, and he has enough for the first down, and they'll move the chains. And you can see C.J. Brown right there saying, yeah, it's time to celebrate. So now the clock is definitely working against Jacksonville as the clock continues to run. And for corner, this shows how resilient this team can be.
Yeah, they've just been doing everything positive. I mean, they know what kind of team they can be, and they just put it all together tonight, and this is what they get.
Another Salvatore's first down, and Coffey will keep it, and he's brought down by Noel. And we are going under a minute to play. Second down and long. And for the corner student body, this is a big weekend. It's homecoming.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody's got to get ready for homecoming. They've got homecoming events. They crown the homecoming queen and her court, and the Miss Freshmen, sophomore, juniors, all those people.
And hopefully they can go enjoy themselves at a good homecoming dance tonight.
I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
They haven't given us that information. Nor do I want it. I will not be attending. Timeout call with 23 seconds left. And remember, this is the Jefferson County Department of Health timeout. You can download the
Hey, do we have a player of the game yet?
AL app so you can learn how to save a life. And for Coach Trent Campbell and company, they have done a good job of showing how resilient they can be. They were only able to get 3 points after having mistakes, goal line stance that worked against them. And then in the second half, they slowly but surely pieced it together.
Yeah, one thing about it, he was very frustrated coming out of the first half. He let it be known in his interview, but that's probably one of the things they talked about in the locker room at halftime, and it showed tonight what they did in the second half.
And for Jacksonville, for these young Golden Eagles, especially that 8th grader, it's something that he most likely won't forget. And every time they play corner, if they play him again next year, he'll definitely have it on his mind. Victory formation. And they will kneel it. And sportsmanship will start to begin at the center of the field. And for Trent Campbell and his team, they will improve to 4-1 and be ready to dive back into region play. And for Coach Sullivan, they will go back into region play and see if they can find the consistency that he would like to see from his team. But for the homestanding Yellow Jackets, homecoming is sweet as they have been able to win 17-7. You always want to win homecoming.
Yeah, you definitely want to win homecoming. It'd be hard to celebrate homecoming if you lose the game, but I think on a note like this, they're going to be able to celebrate whenever they celebrate or however, they're going to be able to celebrate good.
As the band continues to play and sportsmanship is at front and center, we'll go to a break and try to wrap things up. Have our trophy presentation for the Drummond Company player of the game. Stay tuned.
Do we have a name on number 29?
Yes, it's 29. What?
I couldn't hear what that guy was saying. I don't know what his name is. It's Steven something.
Coming out in corner Alabama.
Spencer Unruh. Call him Squeal.
That's our player of the game.
Squeal, yeah.
Coach, I'm going to ask you a couple questions,
All right.
and then I'm going to ask Spencer a couple questions. Guys, I'm going to tell him when I ask him his last question. As soon as he's done talking, start.
Yeah, go
and go crazy.
30 seconds.
Band's
over there. You're just going to awkwardly hold it.
We holding them up.
I like this.
Squeal.
going one. Tony. All right, shut up. Let's go, Keaton. Hey.
Looked like a defensive struggle early on, but Corner was able to get their offense going as they win 17-7. Time now for our player of the game. And I brought to you by Drummond Company. Remember, they show their appreciation for the outstanding teacher. And Spencer Unruh was teaching some lessons on how to run the football. 28 carries, 140 yards, and 1 touchdown. And he is our Drummond Company player of the game. Make sure that you log on to abc44.com/Drummond Cares to nominate your favorite educator for the Drummond Company Heart of Education Award. But congratulations to Spencer, our Drummond Company player of the game. Let's go down to Austin, who has the winning team, winning coach, and player.
Coach Campbell, I'll give this trophy to you. This is our champion trophy for winning the game here tonight, presented by Crown Trophy. And, Coach, when we talked at halftime, we talked about these third downs that were kind of killing drives at the beginning of the game. It seems like that issue was solved in the second half. What happened?
I think it's just all about execution. I think I challenged them at halftime. I think they responded to that. That was really the whole theme of this week, is seeing a response from this football team, and I think we got that tonight.
Now, you said before the game this is going to be a difficult one. What does this win mean here tonight? Homecoming, obviously a huge deal.
Yeah, it is a huge deal. Homecoming sometimes can be a trip-up game for you, and they handled their business tonight. And it's difficult for Jacksonville to come this far and play, but we were able to execute just a little bit better. It means a lot to us. That's a playoff team. That's a very good football team, and so to grind one out against them, for the defense to step up and play as well as we did, I'm just really proud.
Yeah, thank you, Coach. And I'm going to go to our player of the game, Spencer. Is it Squee? Squeal. Congratulations on being our player of the game here tonight. Obviously, a big game, a big moment. What does it mean being here celebrating with the guys?
We just put in work all the time. Without these guys, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. We got some dogs on this team, and I wouldn't be where I am right now without them. That's all I got to say about that.
And a very physical game tonight. How does it feel coming out on the other side of one that could have gone either way?
Well, that's a very powerful team. They just beat very big known names, and we came out here, we locked in. It's homecoming. It's a big distraction, but I think second half we really locked in, came together, and dominated.
Yeah, and last question for you. What's next for Corner?
The next one. The next game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to Spencer Unruh and to the entire Corner High School. Oh, wow. They're going to carry them off. That's how you do it. What a way to go. What a night of great rushing and great defense.
Yeah, I thought he did a very great job, a good job. He was resilient. He was physical all night. He made a statement how he ran the ball. Every time he touched the ball, it was physical and gained positive yards.
Thanks so much to Crown Trophy for our trophy. And make sure you stay tuned, because we'll definitely be coming back next week for another spectacular game. But for tonight, Jacksonville and Corner, they definitely put on a spectacular show of not only good defense, but both teams had pretty good offenses. And it was Corner's offense that got together at the right time to put together 17 points.
Yeah, they did a good job of executing. They did a great job of just being coachable, and they did everything that they probably practiced all week. They came out in the second half and put on a good show, and it showed tonight in the second half. Jacksonville just couldn't do a good job of finishing, but they had opportunities, but they just couldn't finish when it was very important.
And you take a look at Corner, 300 yards of total offense as opposed to Jacksonville, who only had 96. And C.J. Brown and Spencer Unruh were two young men who were very key in making that happen. We thank you so very much for joining us. For Austin Pratt and for C.J. Burns, I'm James Red. Thank you so very much for joining us for our spectacular production crew and even some of our young production crew.